Okay, are we live? I think we are.
Sorry for
Okay, are we? Yep, we're good. Okay, so, welcome to my live stream, my live reaction to the Nintendo Treehouse, July 2020 thing. I decided to start like 10 minutes early, so then I'm not starting directly on, I'm just making sure we're live. So then I'm not starting directly on when it is beginning. So then we can start the thing. So then I'm in time with the, so then I'm actually ready for this game. And I'm not like starting it as soon as it starts. Because then I have to play with the audio settings and whatnot. So, we should be good. I'm pretty sure this starts in about 10 minutes. 10 or so minutes. I will be watching the chat. Since it's only just me now, I'll be watching the chat from my phone. The only thing that's confirmed that we are getting is if you can read it, the gameplay for Paper Mario, which I will not be playing Paper Mario. I will be playing Ghost of Tsushima next Friday, not Paper Mario. So I'm just watching the launch, so I have a stacked weekend this weekend. I have the Treehouse today, and then tomorrow I'll be streaming the Devolver Digital event, which the only thing confirmed there is Shadow Warrior 3, which I really like Shadow Warrior 1 and 2. I played them both and beat them. I would love a, yeah, you do feel, don't you just feel welcome? I would love a My Friend Pedro sequel. I think that's what it was called. The, My Friend Pedro sequel. I would love a My Friend Pedro sequel with the, banana thing with the slow max pain mechanics. I mean, that's the only thing I can kind of, like, predict, because I don't know how Devolver Digital is as, I don't know as a publisher what kind of games they have under the belt. But when it comes to the Ubisoft show, some of the stuff on the Ubisoft show has already been leaked. Well, not leaked. Some of it has already been confirmed. We're getting Assassin's Creed Valhalla stuff. We're getting Watch Dogs Legion stuff. Thank God, I've been waiting like a year. And then we are also getting Far Cry 6 leaked this morning on the Hong Kong PlayStation Store. Hello, SO. Yeah, Far Cry 6 leaked this morning. I think on the PlayStation Store. As almost every Ubisoft game, I feel like when it comes to the past couple of years, I feel like when it comes to the past couple of years, that a lot of the Ubisoft games have been leaked, such as Valhalla, or not Valhalla, I'm sorry, such as previous Assassin's Creed games, Far Cry 6, which I want to talk more about the Ubisoft stuff on Sunday before the Ubisoft show actually starts, because I'm planning it. When it comes to the Ubisoft show, I'm planning on also live reacting to the pre-show and then the main show, because it's the pre-show and then the main show that's happening, which is fine. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this in full screen or not. Maybe. I mean, maybe I will put it on full screen. Possibly. What time is it? It's like 11:55. Okay, this starts at like 12. I actually have a bottle of water already. So. Yes, Nintendo, you are starting soon. Now, what confuses me a little is why are you having a Nintendo Treehouse and not just a Direct? But like, it's fine, I guess. I mean, like, I feel like it's one of those things where like Nintendo's gonna take it slow and be like, okay, we're gonna release Paper Mario and then a Direct. Because the current leak right now is that we're getting a Nintendo Direct on the 20th? Facecam? No. 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 I mean, I was thinking about doing Facecam, but then I was, no. No. Also, John, tell Angie to not post her random crap in here, please. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, I can understand that they want Paper Mario to make sales, but they won't put it in Direct. So then the discount. But see, if they're gonna do a paper, like, I don't understand why they don't just do what Sony did with Ghost of Tsushima. I know I'm comparing two different companies, but still, I don't understand why you like last month they did a State of Play, which is PlayStation's Nintendo Direct thing, where it was like a stream dedicated to Ghost of Tsushima. So what I don't understand is that like, why don't you just do like a Paper Mario stream like you did for like Pokemon and Animal Crossing? But yeah, I do understand that Paper Mario will probably get a lot of sales. But my interesting thing is, John, we're not getting Breath of the Wild 2 yet. I don't think we're getting Breath of the Wild 2 yet. I think if we went by what got leaked, I mean, we're either gonna get Mario's 35th anniversary remasters, or we're gonna get Breath of the Wild 2. Now, here's the thing. If Breath of the Wild 2 comes out in fall, I'm not buying it. Because I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to get a PS5 or not. And also Cyberpunk. So Cyberpunk is going to... Yeah, true. It's not really content packed. And plus they've already shown some gameplay, so I mean people already have an idea of what what do you call it? Of what the game's gonna be like. Okay. Do I have tissue in this room? No, I don't. Okay, y'all, I'll be right back. Try to like hurry. So is Nintendo gonna pull a Sony on us and be like a minute late? You know. Yeah, it's not live. Hold on. Oh. I love how I reset the stream and it starts. Good job, Nintendo.
Hello, and welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live. Thank you so much for joining us today. And before we get started, I'd just like to acknowledge the fact that this is our first time doing this remotely. So we'd like to ask for your patience and understanding as we sort of work through all of this. Obviously, there are some technical limitations, but we're all working very hard to bring you the best stream we possibly can. So without further ado, let's meet the team. My name is Riona, and I'm joined today by Ethan, who will be playing the game for us, and Sam, who is going to be offering some keen insights for Paper Mario, the Origami King, which is the game that we're going to be showing you in this segment. In the next segment, we're going to be talking about an exciting new game developed by one of our partners. But to get started, we have a short video prepared that kind of
Yeah,
sets
I
up the
know.
story for Paper Mario, the Origami King. And while that plays, Ethan is going to be providing some commentary. So please take a look.
Is this a new trailer? Is this
Cool. All right,
okay.
Let's get started, everybody. We are seeing Mario and Luigi enter Toad Town. They've been invited here by Princess Peach to join in an origami festival, but something seems to be wrong. There's not a whole lot of toads to be seen. So we are going to make our way into Princess Peach's castle to see what's going on. So Mario's meeting Princess Peach, familiar friend, but seems to be in a slightly folded fashion. Something seems to be off about her as well. Let's see how their conversation goes. Yeah-oh. So right, Mario finds himself unceremoniously dumped into the castle dungeon, and he's got to make his way out. And he's using an ability here called the Thousand-Fold Arms, which we'll see later. But he's uncovered his partner for this adventure, Olivia. And so now they can kind of join forces to make their escape. And as they do so, they're also going to run into a couple other familiar faces. You might recognize Bowser here, who finds himself in a kind of folded position as well. He's not super happy about it. So the three of them now are going to try and make their escape from the castle. They get outside, and they're met by Princess Peach and somebody else. That's right. It is none other than King Ollie, the Origami King himself, who also happens to be Olivia's brother.
You
and
know,
he's unveiling his plan.
with all this talk about origami, I'm
to
starting to
take
get heavy
over
rain
this
vibes.
paper-crafted kingdom by turning everything into origami. And he's starting by wrapping up Princess Peach's castle in these 5.
Yeah, I've never seen a
gigantic
treehouse
paper
stream.
streamers,
I've always seen, like, I haven't watched them
ripping it
live.
from its foundation.
I've heard of them though.
That's not cool at all. So Olivia and Mario and Bowser are kind of left to try and make their escape. Things don't go exactly as they were planning, and the castle is dropped on top of a mountain far away, and that is where we're going to start our gameplay. Hold on, Mario, buddy, wake up. Okay, Mario was kind of sleeping on the job there. So here we go.
All right. So, as you saw, King Ollie abducted Princess Peach's castle, but that's not all he's done. He's also folded up Bowser's minions from paper into origami. So you can see a little origami Goomba up there. Those are King Ollie's folded soldiers, and some of his other minions have gone through the world and torn these terrible holes in it. And you'll see, I think Ethan did a bit earlier, he's collecting little scraps of confetti so that he can fill in these holes and hopefully rebuild this world that was destroyed a little bit by King Ollie and his minions.
So can I talk over this? Because I don't know if I can talk over this.
Yeah, so I'm
Olivia
just
sounds so quiet.
confetti here.
Oh, sorry, Ethan. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, as the camera pitched up, you could see that the red paper streamer in the background, and that's one of the streamers that wrapped up Princess Peach's castle in the video that we saw. And that's going to be our goal, is to try and get up and deal with that paper streamer.
Oh, look at this lovely little butterfly. Oh, and little something hiding in the wall. So that's another thing that King Ollie has done, is he's taken all of the toads from Toad Town and hidden them all about the world. So you'll notice that when you first came to Toad Town, it's completely empty, and now you find them, you refill them. But now we're in a battle, and I'm hoping that Sam can talk about this a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, I love the battle system in this game. Okay, So the battles happen in 2 different phases. You've got this ring-based puzzle portion, and then you've got your familiar
Why does the
Paper
battle look like
Mario
a roulette
timing-based
table?
attacks. And the way Ethan solved that puzzle is by moving all of the enemies into a position where he could attack all of them at once using this jump attack.
perfect.
So they
Where
turned
he is
this
getting
into
excellence
a
all down the line.
puzzle-based
Nice
battle
job,
system.
Ethan.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he's racked up
Since
all
he
these
did-
bonuses
You don't
too,
get
which are
XP,
giving him a
you get
ton of
coins.
Sorry, Rihanna, go
Y'all
ahead.
score
Exactly
Paper
what I was about
Mario?
to say. No, great minds
Yeah.
think alike.
I mean, the only Paper Mario I've seen is what SL showed me, which was
And you'll see that using
64,
confetti can also help
which
you
was a
discover little secrets,
um,
maybe reach
traditional,
items like this question block that you wouldn't otherwise be able to reach.
Paper Mario. Well, it
And
was
if you look
basically a
up the road here,
traditional
you'll see a
RPG.
little
And you-
It's
Koopa,
basically
Koopa
Paper
Troopa just
Paper
hanging out.
Mario Fallout.
Oh, I think
essentially.
Ethan, he
Well,
has
that's what I
something to
took
say
from
about
it.
this little Koopa Troopa.
I was just actually gonna say, so you folks can notice that, like, as I'm using confetti to fill in holes, you'll see I also will need to gather more, and so you get it from a bunch of different sources, and you've got a little confetti bag icon in the top left of your screen, and you'll see that refill and change colors, go back to green.
So
as,
do any of the Paper Mario
as
games
you,
have had voice
gather
acting?
confetti. So you're
Or is it
kind
one of those
using it and then
RPG
needing to
series
find
where you
more,
have
and it's
to
kind of a
read
fun
everything?
cycle to go back and forth on.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. What I was going to say about the Koopa Troopas is that they are paper like Mario, so it's a kind of like paper versus origami sort of situation in this game. Oh, and another exciting battle. Sam, why don't you tell us what Ethan's going to do here?
Yeah, so this one's a little bit different. So as you saw in the first battle, he lined all of the Goombas up in a straight line, and that's the way you get the enemies into an arrangement for your jump attack. But for a hammer attack, you want to arrange them in this kind of 2x2 formation, like the Shy Guys are right here. And when you solve the puzzle portion of the ring system of the battle, you get a 1.5 times damage.
Man,
boost.
I
So
hope
it's
this
really
battle
helpful
system has a
for
tutorial
these
because
battles
people
quickly.
going in blind
And
not
racking up
watching
those
this, I don't know
bonuses
how
at the
they're
end.
gonna fare. Oh boy.
Nice work,
Perfect.
Ethan.
Thanks, guys. It's good to know
Making
I've
it
got
look so easy.
good support and my buddies watching me here.
I love that little
Great.
pose, that little flourish that Mario does when you get an excellent on the last enemy in the line.
So why is
Yeah.
Origami
And
King
he
not
Stick
moves
following
landing
the
like
camera a little bit.
64's thing of like a traditional RPG?
So we're gonna go down
Is it
here
because
and see.
is it
what
because
those
Sega
Koopa
Star
Troopas
sold
were,
so well,
getting
they just
all
ran
flustered
with it?
about. And here they are.
or you just ran with that idea?
So there's an entrance
Speaking of
to a temple
64,
here.
look, a
That's gonna
save
become
block.
important
Wow.
later. And currently there is an origami Shy Guy who is causing some kind of trouble over there. So we are being asked to go take a look and probably solve some trouble with our hammer, as we are wont to do.
That's the way you solve a lot of problems in this game, it turns out.
Yeah.
Ooh, this looks like a tricky one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Olivia's given you a helpful hint here about using, you can use coins to extend the timer for the ring puzzle. And I think you might need to heed her advice because this
Yeah,
one's
I'm
a
gonna
little more
start by doing
complicated.
that.
Because they think it's
gonna
an
add
action
some coins on.
platformer.
And I'm gonna take
I
a
mean,
look
yeah.
here where I should move.
Even though
these
it's not an
guys.
action
That
platformer.
doesn't look right.
Yeah, so in
In
the other battles that we've seen up until this point, you've seen Ethan
doesn't look right.
choose one of the concentric rings and rotate it. But in order to solve this puzzle, you're going to need to do something else also, which is you can choose one of the diameter lines of the ring and slide all of the enemies along that line. Ethan is also showing off something else here where you can pay the toads in the audience to cheer for you, and they'll have various different positive effects. Like there, you saw them toss Mario some health. They actually solved a portion of the ring puzzle for Mario and helped Ethan out there. They also
Instead
toss some
of-
junk at the
wait,
enemies,
wait.
doing a little bit of
So
damage.
instead of using items to heal yourself, you have to use the cloud.
Right, and as you find more
That's-
toads throughout, playing the game, hidden
Why?
in the world, you'll see that the stands start to get more and more full, and you get more toads, obviously. They say really hilarious things while you're fighting, and actually the things that they'll do to help you, it gets better the more you have. So there is definitely an incentive to find lots of toads, even if you're not a completionist like me.
See, this game doesn't look bad, it just doesn't look like Paper Mario.
So we've done away with the Shy Guy here, and now we're getting a little more info about what's going on. We're going to have to collect the rest of these shell stones if we want to get entrance into this temple. So that's going to be kind of our next goal. While we're down here, though,
Oh.
I had spotted something kind of suspicious looking up on top
They
of these
announced
stands.
Colors
I'm gonna
Fest, they
check
called
it
it an
out.
action
So there's these
platformer.
cracked rocks here I'm going to hit with my hammer, and we're going to reveal one of these magic circles that we saw earlier that's going to let us use the 1,000-fold arms again.
Yeah, I
And
feel like
I'm using motion
I
control
feel
right
like
now to
if you
extend
can-
my arms.
See,
and
here's the
then find a
thing.
spot I can interact with and then whack the wall.
if you
here.
want to make this
Sometimes
kind
you
of
end up,
game,
peeling away
I
a
feel
piece
like
of
you
the
shouldn't
paper
have
landscape.
the name
But
Paper
1,000
Mario
arms
in
are
it,
really
because
fun,
then
to
people are
use
gonna
in
think it's like
specific spots
64
like that.
and Thousand Year.
You might just
Because
see
Thousand Year Door
them
was
later
a
on, in our
it was a
gameplay.
traditional RPG, right? Like 64, I
Oh, I
think.
can't leave that coin. I gotta go get
You
it.
had companions and
Please
whatnot.
don't.
Gotta get
Thank
the
you,
coin.
Ethan.
Coins are important. Yeah, coins you can do so many things with. Actually, I'm going to
Come on, save the game.
One
You're not
of my
gonna save the
favorite
game?
things, which has to do with this toad. So this toad is actually going to run back to Toad Town and open an accessory shop, and you can buy from him or it all
Bye.
sorts of different accessories. Maybe Sam, can you talk a
Wait,
bit
hey,
about
Mo,
accessories and how they can help
do
out
toads not
Mario?
have genders?
Yeah, we'll actually get an opportunity to see some of those in action a little bit later, but the accessories are so useful. They have all kinds of different effects. One of the accessories that we'll be seeing is called Guard Plus, which helps Mario. So in the timing-based portion of the battle, not only do you have to have good timing for your attacks, but you also have to have good timing in order to block attacks from enemies and reduce the amount of damage that you're taking. And some of the accessories can help you do that.
There's all kinds
That's
of
right, and
accessories
there's-
though, and they do all kinds of stuff. And it's really fun to like find them and kind of incorporate them into your tool set.
For sure.
Just noticed a house there wrapped up in the red streamer. We're gonna have to come back and take care of that later. Those people
$64
inside will
door.
have to sit
Okay.
tight for the moment.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see this nice little butterfly floating up there.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah, it's
Boy,
so
it takes a
cute.
lot of confetti to fill in that hole.
I feel like if
Yeah, I
you
did.
want to make, like,
Yeah, wow.
Now that butterfly is attracted by the
A-
flowers and whack it.
Paper
because
Mario
it's really
game.
A toad.
make this
They're
kind of
just
stuff a
flapping about.
spin-off, I think. And, like,
Yep.
eventually go back to the roots of Paper
Right,
Mario,
let's
which
see, gonna
was,
make my way
No,
over
he's
here.
flying, didn't you see?
Okay.
which
Oh, right.
was a,
Oh.
So I didn't want to fight that guy. That little Goomba there, so I
RPG.
decided to run
There
from
you
that
go.
battle. Found another toad who seems to be stuck in this sand trap here. And
This area looks very
Oh, gosh.
intriguing with its.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no. Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
oh, interesting.
Oh, look at
Oh
that.
gosh!
Hey, what's this?
So, yeah, folks who are Mario fans may recognize this stairway.
You know what to do.
I do.
I see what you did there.
I love this this particular one because it just shows you that like the toads that are hidden around the environment are really in a variety of different ways. Sometimes you know pull one out of a wall, and then sometimes something really dramatic like that happens. Okay, we're wanting to get through here to follow the red streamer, but this origami dog is blocking our path. So you know what to do. It's hammer time.
And this little
He's a
toad is
feisty
another
little guy.
special little guy. Yeah, he's putting up his dukes, but he's gonna run back to Toad Town as well, and he's gonna open. He just mentioned the Battle Lab, which is a place that you can practice your timing for battles and things like that. So there's definitely, I mean, finding toads, you never know which toad you're gonna find. You might find one who opens a shop or all sorts of things. So.
Right, we've already got a couple extra things to do if we go back to Toad Town now because of the toads we've rescued, which is cool. All right, so
I
we're
don't
gonna
say
make
them.
our way
Cool.
from Picnic Road into Overlook Mountain, where the red streamer is going. And one thing I love about playing this game is
So
moving
is this
from like
entire
one
demo
kind
like
of
the
wide
start
open
of the
environment
game with
like
the yellow, with the
Picnic
red
Road right
streamer
into
thing where you
the
have to follow
next,
the red
you know,
streamer
even
up and
potentially even
to the
bigger,
boss fight?
you know, location in Overlook Mountain here. And there's just tons of detail, and you're free to explore kind of at your own pace and like do what you want to do. So I love that you can just kind of move from zone to zone as you choose. Let's
Ooh,
see.
little shy guys.
Some sneak attack.
Oh. Well, it's because I'm getting notifications.
Ah, and so Ethan has just found a collectible, which we haven't seen so far, but
I
this
don't
is going
know how
to,
to,
show up in the Toad Town. Uh-oh. Ambush!
I got totally ambushed.
I don't know how
So,
to
I was
adjust the
saying that will
volume
show
when it
up
comes
in
to
the
Discord
Toad
notifications
Town,
on stream.
Museum,
Like,
which
I don't
is
know if I
where
have to go in with
you'll
the,
find all of the different collectibles. And
so I usually just
yeah,
leave
and
that
that's
alone.
basically it. We've got another battle here going. I'm excited
I'm gonna
to
get
see
through this
Ethan
quickly, you guys.
knock this one out of the park.
Yeah, nice work.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it's immensely satisfying to solve these ring puzzles, get that damage boost, and then do a ton of damage when you get into the attack phase. You can get through these battles really quickly if you master this system. And this is a wave battle,
Yeah.
so you've got multiple groups of enemies that you're going to have to fight.
Oh, Ethan's making it look so easy.
Yeah, you're thrashing these guys.
You know me.
Oh, sorry, we
And
threw
then
you off.
say
That was our fault.
and of course
Yeah.
I'll leave a couple. I know.
One of the things I
It
really
happens,
love is
though,
seeing
you
the
know.
little comments that the toads in the stands have, because some of them are just so hilarious that it's almost distracting, honestly.
I don't know, man. This battle
So we should
system doesn't
mention that
feel like a
And,
solving the
you know,
puzzle in the
RPG
battles isn't
battle.
This is
required.
just to show
You
you,
can
I guess,
still
that-
move on.
Oh, go ahead, Sam.
Oh, sorry, Ethan.
Yeah. No, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay. Sorry, there's a little bit of delay that we're working through. Yeah, we were just saying that you don't need to solve the puzzle in order to move on. You can still work your way through the battle, but solving the puzzle and getting that damage boost is really going to help you rack up those bonuses like you saw Ethan get. He got a ton of coins at the end of that last battle, and the coins are so useful in this game. You might think that, you know, oh, he has over 8,000 coins, and, you know, that's plenty, but you can burn through those really quickly.
Oh, great.
Definitely.
Are
We've
you gonna
just
have
entered into
are
a
you gonna
battle
have
with the
items
shiny.
being really
Maybe,
expensive?
Sam, can you talk a little bit about the weapon that Ethan has chosen to use?
Yeah, so he's battling some Spinies right now, which it probably wouldn't be a good idea for Mario to jump on those with his regular boots attack. So he equipped some iron boots there, which allowed him to jump on those Spinies. Now your boots and your hammer, you'll always be able to use those attacks. Those will never deplete. But certain special attacks, like the iron boots that he was using there, will deplete after a while.
Very true. And one thing that I just wanted to point out, it's very little, but something I enjoy is that when you finish a battle, the enemy kind of explodes into this like giant cloud of confetti, and it really makes you feel like it's celebrating your victory. Just little things I really enjoy. Oh, and here we're at Monty Mole. Looks like he's hawking something and wants to know if you'd like to buy it. Aha, so this is one of the orbs that you will need to bring back to the Earth
Found one of
Elemental
the
Temple,
shells
which we
down
saw
here we were looking
earlier.
for.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Ethan.
Oh no, you were saying the exact same thing I was.
10,000 coins is a
10,000
little steep.
coins. Oof. Yeah, I'd say don't buy it.
Nah.
We can get him down to a cheaper price.
Yeah, we can do better than that,
Definitely.
Mr. Mole.
Yeah, but no. I think the reason the battle is to earn more coins and you can get more items and whatnot. But that's probably about it. That's
that's
probably
not
like the
bad,
only reason to
5,000.
do battles and whatnot.
What do you guys say?
It's getting better.
It's
not
but
like-
I think we can push this guy.
It's not
further.
like
Yeah, we can push it.
It's not like 64 where you have to do, you want to do battles to earn XP and level up and whatnot, because there is no XP in this
I
game.
didn't
It's
even
only
have 10,000
here.
to start with.
Have coins. That's it.
Okay.
Ooh, 3,000.
Here, I hope you enjoy our coins.
Sounds okay.
Can we
I'm gonna
push
say
him
no.
lower?
Boy, you're breaking this poor mole's heart.
Even that paratrooper can't believe it.
I'm gonna keep going.
Or sorry,
I'm
the
feeling it.
Paragoomba.
Ethan.
Wow, 1,000. Nice bargain,
Okay,
Ethan.
take it.
Hey, okay. What do you guys say? I know.
I'd say take it.
1/10 of the price. Let's do this. Giddy up. Yeah, green shellstone. Get.
Fantastic.
Nice.
This is just one example of the many.
So,
really
I think
enjoyable,
we're gonna
fun
take this opportunity
NPCs.
to
Oh, sorry, Ethan. Please continue.
and we're gonna cut away here, and we want to show you some of the boss battle action that this game has to offer. So I'm
Oh, boy.
gonna switch over to that, and while I'm doing that, you guys feel free to chit chat.
Yeah, so,
Yeah,
one of the things that Ethan touched on just a little bit when we first walked into Overlook Mountain is the environments are connected organically into this big world to explore, which is one of the new things about this game that I really love. In previous titles in the series, you had the environments were separated into kind of this Super Mario World style overworld map. But here you've got this big connected world, and it feels much more like this big place to explore, where you could backtrack into areas that you've been before and maybe find some of the hidden toads or fill in some of the not bottomless holes that you might have missed. But I don't want to keep talking because
it's just a
we're getting to
pencil
the red streamer.
boss, right? That
Ooh, yeah.
it's on
So
the
we've
trailer.
finally found the end
So
of
we've
the
actually-
red streamer that we saw
Oh,
earlier.
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're gonna try to unravel this and maybe see if we can get that part of Princess Peach's castle set free. It looks like Mario's jump doesn't have enough oomph in it.
Nice
A
save,
nice
Olivia.
save by
Nice
Olivia.
save, Olivia.
We all said the
Triple
same thing.
jinx.
In a round.
Alright, so we're coming up to our
what?
very first boss battle. Maybe, Sam, can you talk to us a little bit about what's different about a boss battle?
Said
Yeah, certainly.
Co-
We'll
col-
see a little
colored
bit more
pencils.
when we actually get into things.
Oh,
But in the battles with
hey.
regular enemies that you were seeing before, Mario was in the center of the rings, and he was arranging the enemies into patterns. And you'll see when we get into the boss battle that the boss is in the center of the rings, and you're arranging the rings to guide Mario to the center so that he can attack the boss. And the bosses are puzzles in and of themselves, so it's going to take a little bit of figuring out to try and see what does damage to each of the
so
bosses.
the battle's not really.
Definitely.
I love the boss.
I'd love to
music
see
here.
Ethan use the toads in the boss battle because they also do different things to help Mario out, and it's quite interesting.
So the battles aren't really battles. They're more
Yeah, so
of
those are some of those accessories that we were
puzzles,
talking
and the
about
boss
earlier.
fights are more of harder
Yeah, I've got
puzzles.
like guard plus on. Reduces my damage I'll take a little bit.
Right, and I think
Yeah,
that
so
other
this- it
accessory,
might-
it adds on... Oh, sorry, you go.
Oh no, go ahead, Ethan. Or sorry, I'm Riona.
Oh, no, it's all you.
No, I was just gonna say that it looks kind of daunting at first, but it'll make a lot more sense when you see Ethan start moving. So Mario is gonna travel on the path as dictated by these arrows. There you go. And he passed an envelope on the way, and that envelope gave him a hint about what he needs to do to damage the boss.
Right,
And
it told me
stepping
to
on
get
that
out my
icon-
hammer once I'm behind it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that.
And he passed that that on icon that was in Mario's path, so he activated it, and that turned on those magic circles, which could be useful later. Nice work.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay. Missile-colored pencils.
All right, let's see.
Interesting.
Now, I
I'm
need to get
intrigued.
in front, I think. So I'm going to move this attack icon in front, and then what else do I need to do? Looking at my arrows to build my path here. That looks good, right? Okay, here we go.
That looks... Oh no. I think... Oh no,
I made
okay.
it, okay.
Very good, yeah. Sorry. I
Had you
thought
worried
that
there for a
up
sec,
arrow
Sam?
was in your path.
Fear not. I was born to stomp. Okay.
I also part of this we're getting
Nice.
a
block.
wayward.
In, nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Way forward. Wait, not wayward.
Yeah, you
Can't
saw
follow.
that guard plus
Way
pop up,
forward
so that,
announcement.
that
new game.
accessory that Mario has equipped
is
has helped them out there. This is starting
I know,
to
it's
get
like-
pretty daunting.
Yeah, he's pretty
this might be
unrelenting
time
with
to
those missile
Call on
pencils.
some little bit of Toad help, maybe.
Yeah, you might want to
Okay.
enlist some help.
Yeah,
here.
I'm looking at this. There's a lot more icons on the battlefield, as you can see, and what I'm going to do, right, is take Sam and Riona's advice and call on my toads by spending coins.
Ooh. Big
Boy,
spender.
999, you're splashing out.
High roller.
You just call himself a high roller.
Sam, do you want to tell us
Okay.
what's going on here?
Yeah, so in addition to tossing Mario some health, the Toads also activated kind of a guideline on the battlefield. So it doesn't show you where you need to go, but rather what Mario's current path will be based on the formation of the rings as they are. And it updates in real time as Ethan was adjusting the rings.
Yeah,
So
very
having turned
handy
on
little
the
tool for the
1,000-fold
boss
arms
battles.
here, I'm gonna get them out and use them in the battle here. So you can use them in the environment, but also they have a role in battles as well. Ooh, my arms were going nuts there for a second. I grab with the LDR, close that lid.
Get it together, Mario.
It's more like me, actually. I think Mario's doing fine.
Nice work.
Very nice.
If you get really good at the ring system in these boss battles, you can set up this really elaborate movement structure where Mario just kind of sweeps the board and collects absolutely everything there is before landing on the final spot that you need to damage the boss.
All right.
Get
one
him,
more-
Ethan.
Let's see. Getting one more good attack here. Nice.
Ooh.
Oh. So
Oh, he got me.
we're going by a couple hit boss fights. That's not going to be 3 hits. You
All right.
die.
Well, we're doing
Okay.
some good damage. As you
Yeah.
can see.
Interesting.
He's definitely
Yeah, I
not
haven't
done
been
yet.
hit by his colored pencil missiles yet, so that's
I'm gonna
good.
need to like look up how to
No.
like.
Let's see.
Yeah,
here.
that's right. That's
turn
another
off
important
specific
thing
audio
to
and
mention.
streaming.
You can see those like targeting reticles that are on the ring system, and Ethan has been doing a really good job of avoiding those up until now.
I think I'm gonna do one more quick attack here with the 1,000-fold arms. All right, here we go. Close that lid one more time. I've kind of found a good pattern that's working for me now.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it looks
And
on his last
I guess
legs.
fine.
jump I had one more. Let's see. I need to bring that there. Bring this over here.
Yeah, I think Ethan
that should
touched on
work.
it
Yeah,
very
that's a
briefly.
good point.
But you see those icons with the fist on them. That's an attack icon, and you need to position that in Mario's final spot in order for him to be able to take an attack action when he reaches the boss.
Right. If that wasn't there, Mario would reach that spot and just fall over, which is
Yeah.
kind of sad. All right.
Nice block.
Very nice. Oh,
So he's not happy at all. I've been kind of
Yeah.
doing some damage on him, so he's getting out some sort of Gatling gun attack here.
Yeah, goodness gracious.
A pencil minigun.
Yeah, something tells
I
me
think
what
this
you've
is
been
the part
doing
where I
up
nod my
until
head
this
and say,
point
"Okay,
isn't
Nintendo,
gonna
that's
cut
an
it
interesting
anymore.
boss."
But
No, yeah.
but I think we're gonna have to call it here, because
Yeah,
like we said,
we
you
don't
know,
wanna
the
show
bosses.
everything.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the bosses are puzzles, and we don't want to show you the solution to the puzzle.
Wait,
as you
what?
know, especially because the game is coming out in just a short amount of time.
Oh.
Ethan, when is everybody going to be able to get their hands on this?
So this is coming out on Friday, July 17th. It's super colorful, really fun, lots of super fun areas to explore, and paper enemies to defeat. So please, I hope everybody will check it out.
Yeah, awesome. So thank you
I
so
have a
much,
samurai game to
Riona,
play.
and
Thank you very
Ethan.
much.
And as we head out, we're going to play the announcement trailer one more time for those of you who might have missed it. And also because the announcement trailer does a really good job of highlighting some of the various environments that this adventure will take you that we couldn't hope to show you in just a single Treehouse Live segment. So stay tuned for that. And right up and coming up, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new game. So stick around. Thanks, everyone.
I mean, it looked fine. It looked fine. Interesting how they don't show you the entire boss fight. I mean, it kind of makes sense. So what? All the boss fights are supposed to be puzzles? So it's not really strategy anymore. It's more of puzzle-based thing. Okay. See what you did there. Oh. Oh, July 17th, 2020, same day as Ghost of Tsushima. Ah, I see what you did there, Nintendo. Metroid reference. But okay, how long are we staying tuned for? I guess we have to wait now? Oh, so I guess we're waiting for the forward studio game. Yeah, it's just not Paper Mario. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. I mean, on one hand, it looks like if this was a standalone game, then I would say, and it wasn't titled Paper Mario and it was titled something else that still had the Mario title in it, then I would be fine with that. But this is called Paper Mario, and Paper Mario was never like. It was always like an RPG thing. It was never really like a puzzle thing, you know? Like it wasn't about, you know, you going from point A to point B doing battles and that were puzzles. It was more of you going from point A to point B doing battles that were RPG battles. You know, you had to use strategy. You know, you had to you had to like get weapons. You had companions and whatnot. So that was cool. But yeah, tomorrow I have the Devolver Digital event, which will be cool. It'll be something. Nope, that's Ubisoft's. Hold on. I know this is not related to Nintendo, but I thought I would just put it in here since we were just talking about Ubisoft. Because I think they just tweeted something out about, yeah, here we go. Where is it? Here it is. What is this?
Hey everyone, welcome back to Nintendo
okay.
Treehouse Live. Before we dive in, we'd like to play a short video. This is a first reveal of a new game coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch this year. And right after, we'll see live gameplay and dig into some of the deep battle mechanics the game has to offer. So please, take a look.
Didn't they say it was gonna be a... What? Wait. Nah, stop. What? Wow. That was...
Hey, welcome back.
Unexpected.
So, Bakugan Champions of Vestroia. Let's introduce everyone. I'm Sam, and I'm here with Tyler from Nintendo, and two special guests.
Everyone?
We've got Steve. Hey, Tyler. We've got Steve Robert from Spin Master. Hey, Steve. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, brawlers.
And we've got Kenny Ilko from WayForward, one of my absolute favorite developers. And we want to shout out a special thanks to publisher Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. So Kenny and Steve, thank you, welcome, and let's see the game. Let's jump in.
Yeah, I can
All right.
understand why you're getting it.
Let's go over some features first. In Bakugan Champions of Vestroia, you are the hero in an epic action role-playing game.
Of course you're called
With an
the
original
hero.
story expanding on the hit TV series and toy franchise. We've designed a unique, real-time, and turn-based brawling system, offering pick-up-and-play ease and layers of strategy to discover. There's plenty of depth in our game, including faction resistance, increasing your Bakugan stats via in-game progression. Plus, you can selectively modify up to 4 special ability slots for each Bakugan on your team, before and after the battle. In addition to brawling, which you'll be doing a lot of in our game, explore an RPG world across a variety of environments and engage in over 100 quests. In all, you'll collect over 80 Bakugan, plus 200 special ability types and upgrades to help you and your Bakugan become champions. Did I mention 80 Bakugan? Actually, it's 81, because we listened to our fans and we're bringing back Leonidas. Lastly, we're proud to announce in Bakugan Champions of Vestroya, you can play against brawlers around the world in online head-to-head multiplayer.
This has to come
All right,
down
Kenny,
to the
let's
platforms.
get our brawl on.
This has to be a
Alright.
exclusive.
We'll pick up the first fight down here. So I'm basically jumping in a mid-story quest here. I was sent by a local kid to go and do some practicing before some tournaments coming up.
Wait, when did Kenny start playing Bakugan? I'm confused. What episode of South Park did this happen in? Excuse me?
Alright, the brawl's beginning.
Yeah, immediately you get a sense for
Alright.
just how huge they are.
Yeah, the scale of the Bakugan are the intent was to make sure we kept the epic feel. You know, Bakugan are anywhere from like 2, 3, 4 stories tall, so we wanted to ensure that that came through in combat as much as possible. So you know, the combat system is kind of a hybrid to the TV show. As people are watching the TV show and then the toy and TCG, so. You know, we're running around.
Wait, what do you
here in
mean
the high
Kenny played on the
matrix,
PSP?
real-time,
Wait, there was an episode
collecting
they had
energy
Kenny play
cores,
on a
which are
PSP.
those, blue
Wait,
hexagons
I
on
didn't
the
know
field.
this.
Those energy cores give you the equivalent of mana in like a fantasy RPG game. So on the bottom left corner, that's my 4 abilities. Those are, you know, the equivalent of, you know, essentially casting a spell. So right now I'm getting beat down a little bit as I'm talking, but I will change the course here quickly. So one thing you'll notice also with the energy core is so we bring in some tactics and decision making just from the energy cores alone. See, the core she just picked up there was a small energy glow, which means it has a lower quantity of energy that's going to supply you.
Ah,
The
crap!
bigger
I
the
forgot
glow, the
to.
more energy you get. So now
I
it
forgot
becomes
to,
a decision of, you know, do I want to get these 1 or 2 close cores, or
I
do I
forgot
want to go
to.
for the far bigger core?
Put on low
with
latency.
More energy deeper into.
I gotta remember to do that
well,
for the class.
deeper into the
class
field
we stream
while
later.
passing up. You know,
That's how you're
other
gonna have to like
options.
remind me.
What's kind of interesting is like resource management, where you're having to collect the energy cores, but also plan what attacks or abilities you're going to use. Are you going to be quick to attack, or are you going to save more energy? And the strategy there is really what it comes down to. And looks like you won that brawl.
You
Indeed,
also
yeah,
won
it's your
won
role.
a white screen. Good job.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, by the skin of your teeth, you had 12 health left.
That was a nail biter.
I had another Bakugan in reserve.
Wait,
But
B
yeah,
coins.
to your
That's how
point,
many
Tyler,
microtransactions.
you know, sorry, Steve, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to give a little background on story really quick. So basically where Kenny ended up there was in his last brawl in a series of a quest, because he wants to impress this local hotshot named Larry, who's organizing a local tournament.
Larry.
Overall, our story interweaves between a series of tournaments and a larger investigation into a mysterious and abnormal earthquake activity going on in San Barbara's. which is
So
the
do
town
you
of
So is Kenny your main character,
Yeah,
or
that's,
is that
there's
just
a lot of
a
focus
custom
on brawling.
character they made for the
But
demo?
there's all
That's
of these
Minecraft.
other elements going on in the game that you're going to want to, you know, I guess constantly track on top of just your brawling strategies, right?
Correct.
That's right.
So, you know, the the storyline I just picked up there that I'm quickly progressing through is hitting on the point that Steve was talking about, where that was one of your good friends. She's telling you about some of the earthquake activity that's abnormal for the area going on, and she's investigating into it. And I think that's kind of where your story starts to unfold for you. So now I'm just kind of taking back my poster pieces that I had found for Larry. Oh, got one more quick thing to do for Larry. Pick up an item he lost here at the lake.
If Larry's such a hot shot, why did Larry lose his item at the lake, huh?
There's
Larry.
You're going into combat with a team of 3 Bakugan once you collect up to 3. And that's where a lot of the strategy is going to come into play between your Bakugan and your 4 abilities that you assign to the Bakugan, which we'll get into a little bit more here in a few minutes.
Let me check what time.
Just something that I kind of noticed that maybe others may have noticed as well is that your Bakugan you are actually talking to, but in battle they're so much larger, and if you mind kind of going into a little bit of that relationship that you have with your Bakugan?
Yeah, absolutely. So Bakugan are sentient beings in the universe. So what you actually also might have noticed is that the Bakugan appears slightly different, not just smaller, but a little bit different. So when Bakugan are not in battles, as they so frequently love to be in, they actually are smaller, much smaller in toy size, much like the real toy. And they, your Bakugan are someone that you're actually befriending as you go.
That's pretty awesome. So you're going to build that relationship with your Bakugan as you continue to find more and change up your roster.
Correct.
I see a familiar face.
So there he is. Dan Kuzo.
Infamous Dan Kuzo.
Yes. So the awesome brawlers from the TV show, again, you're going to get appearance from Dan here. Dan is kind of your tutorial guide. Much like they do in the TV show, they will be streaming little information for you to help guide you through the game and get you going on your strategies and just your overall open world experience. So here he's telling us about, I just got a Baku ability card from Larry, and he's telling me how I can assign it to a new Bakugan. Again, one of the layers of strategy that you're going to have to consider is that every Bakugan ability is associated to a single faction. So there's 5 factions: Pyrrhus, Heos, Darkus, Aquos, and Ventus. So as you collect Bakugan ability cards, as you can see, there's 5 here. There's only 4 there. You'll start to get basically what's the equivalent of a mini deck building opportunity. So you get all these cards that are part of your deck to assemble, and your deck is really just the 4 abilities that you're assigning to each Bakugan when you go into the fight. And now Larry is
so that's where a lot of the strategy comes in. Oh, I'm sorry, Kenny, go ahead.
Oh, no, absolutely. I was just saying Larry gives me more loot here. So yeah, you are correct. That is a lot of where the strategy is coming in.
So personally for you,
oh, go ahead, Tyler.
Sorry. I was just saying personally for you, Kenny, what kind of strategies do you like to implement with your Bakugan? Are you more of a going in guns blazing head first, or a little more strategic on adding more kind of buffs or recovery?
So it's a good question. The Bakugan factions actually kind of draw their own strategy. So again, leveraging as much as we can from the TCG and bringing that experience into the game for the different players that'll recognize. A lot of the factions have their own playing style. So I generally try and adapt a playing style to the team I want to go in there, but when I have my druthers, I like the balance of Aquos and all its things it can do. But you know, if I'm coming at you with a Pyrus Dragonoid, I will just bring an aggressive attack approach.
Oh, really?
Hey, Kenny, what does she have for you there?
That's growing.
Also, I'll
She's
react
telling
to
us
the
about
Far Cry 6
some,
season in a
something
second,
she saw
once
at
this is
the
over.
fountain over here.
Because I do have some
Oh,
thoughts
there's
on
a
Far
little
Cry 6
sparkle.
and what it could be. Yeah, we're watching this now until,
So,
All right.
I've,
Oh,
picked up-
nice.
well, I guess we'll watch this now until it's over.
This
And then
be your
once
third
it's
Bakugan?
over, I'll go live react, I'll go react to the
Indeed.
Far
So,
Cry 6
a lot of
season
what
that
you'll
Ubisoft has
find
put up,
in-
because I do have some
Oh,
thoughts
sorry, go
about
ahead,
that.
Sam.
Oh, I was just gonna say, now you're rocking a full team.
Like I said. So,
Yeah.
Yes, I am. That is my third Bakugan. So early on, you know, you'll start off finding one Bakugan. We jumped about 30 minutes into play here. But early on, you'll find your initial Bakugan, and
30
then quickly
minutes.
pick up two more to fill out a minimum team of
How long
three.
does this stream
And
go?
then you
An
know
hour
you'll
and
keep
20
on
an hour and
finding
21 minutes.
Bakugan throughout the world by exploring or
Hey, Kenny, real quick.
kind of.
Sorry,
Yeah.
can you back? Oh, good. I wanted you to back out of that fight so you could strategize really quick before going in.
Oh yeah, apologies. Absolutely.
Yeah, so you could see as he was engaging in conversation, they were about to start a brawl, but you got a sneak peek at your opponent's lineup, and that gave you an opportunity to, as he was saying, drop out and then maybe rework your own team to counter what your opponent's going to be bringing into the brawl.
I mean, this looks interesting.
Yeah, exactly. And
swap that
so,
heal.
Tyler, to your question, I just got rid of that heal for some more combat attacking.
I mean, I'm thinking this has to be
Yeah,
like a
Flyers
third
coming back to bite
party,
you.
Dragonoid.
timed exclusive
I also hope it does not come back.
kind
to
of thing. I don't think it's gonna
I'm
be
gonna do it with
a.
my Aqua Syndius
We'll see
as well.
shortly.
I do like how you're able to switch out those abilities, and I think that adds a lot of depth to the battles, not only in game, but if I'm not mistaken, you'll be taking that online as well, correct?
Correct. That's absolutely right. So, you know, whatever team and abilities you've built up throughout story mode is exactly what you're able to take into an online brawl. So there's the two darkest that he's bringing into the brawl with him.
Time to drum up. Let's do this.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, and one of
Hope
the
that
other
firepower
things,
comes in handy.
we'll see what we can do.
This has
And
to
one
be
of
the
the
end
other
of the
things that,
demo, like after the
you know, you may or
battle.
may not have
I would
noticed
assume.
when I was modifying my abilities on the Bakugan screen.
When's this coming
Every
out, November?
Bakugan has resistances to
thank-
factions, so you know I wouldn't call it a paper rock scissors system by any means, but each faction has essentially two other factions that it defends well against, while it's weak against another faction. So just another layer of things to
Yeah,
think about,
I'm gonna
and
rename the
ponder when
stream.
you're going into battle. One of the reasons
After-
why you know you get
afterwards.
that preview of who you're getting
This
ready to go
Nintendo
against,
Treehouse
and
Live,
have the
also Far
ability
Cry
to make
6
some
does.
alternate
I'll do
decisions.
that. Because we know it's gonna be Far Cry 6.
Figure
It's
out,
gonna- well, I'll get to the
To
Far Cry
swap
talk,
his
so.
Bakugan between the two that he has, and really fast.
Right.
Yeah, he appears to have not liked his matchup to my Dragonoid originally. So in combat, you know, aside from your four abilities that you're working with, we actually have other things. You know, we're early gameplay, so as you evolve the Bakugan and they get bigger and stronger, there's other things other mechanics that you know we aren't going to be able to see here, but like Bakugear are passive abilities that you kind of charge up as you play. Those are special cores that, you know, again, making a tactics level decision during the real-time combat. And then another big one is team attacks, you know, pulling more inspiration from the TCG and toy line. If I can successfully charge up all three of my Bakugan here, which I am on my way to do, I will be able to pull off a team attack. So it's a lot about risk and reward, as I'm charging up, taking the time to charge up these guys. Obviously, as you can see, I'm taking a bit of a beating here. However, I'm hoping that the payoff from my one large team attack is going to equal the punishment I'm taking and more.
We hope you can pull that off. You got to get those Baku cores.
Yeah,
you are competing with the other character. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm just commenting on the battle. Fine.
Oh yeah, I was just saying that you're competing with the other character to collect those Baku cores as quickly as you can.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. So the cores on the field are not obviously in abundance. So again, another layer of tactics that you'll be introduced to later on in the game is that there's actually brawler abilities as well.
Yeah,
so there's kind of boost gear, if you will, that allow you to do things like run faster, or a force field that knocks your opponent down if you get within a close range of them. So balancing the strategy elements of what Bakugan and what factions you're bringing in to the into the battle, along with what you're doing at the real-time combat level here.
I guess the man don't know
There you go.
Team attack! Yo, one hit. That was worth it.
So far, so good.
But his work is not done.
Still has one more to go.
And only 92 left on this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Ouch. Take a couple hits.
Let's see if I can beat him to the core. Yes.
But it was a big risk spending all of that time collecting those Baku cores for all of your Bakugan so that you can build up enough to do that big team attack.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And the later you get into the game, the riskier that kind of decision becomes. I have a little bit of an edge as I'm a three versus two advantage on him, but very soon in the story progression, you're going to be facing strictly 3-on-3 battles or brawls.
Well done, Kenny.
All right.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, Kenny didn't
Great
die.
brawl.
Surprise.
Epic team attack.
Nice work. So I think that's all the time we have today for Bakugan Champions of Vestroia. Thank you so much, Kenny and Steve, for joining us and showing us your game. Do you have any final thoughts you want to share with us before we head out?
Yeah, I just want to say we're really, really excited to be able to share the game today, and we hope our fans and beyond love playing it.
Yeah, and
right,
thank you for the opportunity to be on Treehouse. And we've loved working with Spin Master on the IP, so it's a great opportunity.
We love working with
Thank you
Waveboard.
guys. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Kenny and
Thanks a
Steve,
lot,
and
guys.
thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Tyler, for joining us. I hope
Thanks.
everyone enjoyed what you saw today. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. Bye, everyone.
So, is that it? Yep, that's it. Okay. No, it's fine. I don't know. I didn't expect much. Alright. Let's go back to the Far Cry 6 thing. Anton will not be pleased. See you on Sunday, Ubisoft Phone. Yeah, that's another thing. Why is Ubisoft Phone on a Sunday? Okay. I love that Twitter compression. Ubisoft Phone, July 12th. Okay. I mean, there's not much. There's not much to go off of, because we know it's Far Cry 6. It has to be Far Cry 6. They're not gonna do. I don't think they're gonna do another spin-off like New Dawn was. It's probably gonna be Far Cry 6. It's probably gonna be set in either urban an urban environment like Far Cry 5, or it's gonna be in a jungle. And I think we're gonna go back to the plot that that Far Cry 4 and 3 was, which was go to a tropical place, so go to X place and take down Y dictator. That's what I think. That's what I think it's gonna be. I don't think we're gonna get I don't know. This kind of turns me off to the idea of another South Park game, if I'm gonna be honest, because like we already know all of you, because Ubisoft had 5 games they were gonna release before April 2021, and I think we know what all those 5 games are: Gods and Monsters, Rainbow Six Quarantine, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Watch Dogs Legion, and then Far Cry 6. So then I would have to assume that either A, we're not getting a South Park announcement here, and we're gonna get it next year at E3, if there even is E3, or we're gonna get a South Park announcement at Ubisoft Forward, but it's not coming until fall 2021. That's what I can see. I can see South Park coming out in fall of next year, and not this year, because I think Ubisoft already has their 5 games that they're gonna release from now to April 2021, which I just listed. So either South Park is gonna get revealed here, and it's just gonna be a teaser trailer thing, or it's gonna be we're gonna reveal this game, even if it even exists. If it even exists, we're gonna reveal this game at E3 of 2021, and then it's gonna launch for PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, PC in November or October of 2021. Because I don't think like if we were to get a South Park announcement, it's not coming out this year. Like come on, I mean, it's highly unlikely. Okay, so yeah, so it's highly unlikely we're getting a South Park announcement. So yeah, I think I'm gonna like Tomb Raider update really quick. I think I'm gonna like take a break from Tomb Raider. Because let me check the schedule really quick. I need to check when I scheduled when Devolver Digital's thing is. I need to check when Devolver Digital's thing is. It's tomorrow at 2 p.m. my time. Okay. Okay, so it's 2 p.m. my time. So obviously, I will be live streaming the Devolver Digital Direct, Digital Direct thing tomorrow, and then on Sunday I'll be back with Ubisoft Forward. And I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be live streaming the July 14th Stadia Connect because I don't use Stadia. The Xbox thing on July 23rd, I may live stream or just sit down and watch it by myself, but it just depends on how I feel that day. I don't know, I just felt like streaming the Nintendo Treehouse today just to stream it and whatnot, so I will be back at, what time is it now? It's 1:04. I'll be back in 2 hours at 3 p.m. Well, okay, 4 p.m. EST, 3 p.m. my time, for Crash, the finale of Crash 3. And then after Crash 3, I think I think I'm gonna take a break. I'm not gonna take a break, but like I'm probably gonna go from the reactions to reactions, and then maybe if I feel like it next week, we'll pick up with Tomb Raider. If I feel like it, either that or I'm gonna just go and wait for Ghost of Tsushima to release, and then once Ghost of Tsushima releases, then I will begin my Ghost of Tsushima playthrough from point A to point B. Well, not point A, I'm sorry, not from point A to point B. I will begin my Ghost of Tsushima playthrough, and the plan for my Ghost of Tsushima playthrough is that like each day is going to be a part. So when I stream on launch night, it'll be part 1. When I stream on Friday, it'll be part 2. When I stream on Saturday, it'll be part 3. When I stream on Sunday, it'll be part 4. Monday I will probably cut it up. I mean, it depends if I go out. Monday I'll probably cut it up between part 5 and then part 5.5, and then etc. 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 until we beat the main story. And then after I beat the main story, well, it depends how I play it, because I'm thinking about what I'm doing is that, like, whatever side quests I get, I think I'm just gonna do it then and there, right? So like I'm gonna do I'm gonna, like, say if I say that I'm, like, an hour into the game and I pick up a side quest, I'm gonna do that side quest right then and there. So that's cool. So yeah, I'm going to end the stream now. I will see you guys in about 2 hours. Yeah, I'll see you guys in about 2 hours or so. For the finale of Crash, and then after Crash, I mean, I honestly think Crash is gonna be about an hour. If I had to predict anything, it'd probably be like an hour long. I think the most of the time consumption is gonna be us going through and beating the final boss, but that's about it. I think after that, it won't be too bad of an affair. So, yeah, this is a fun stream. We've been going for an hour? Like an hour and... let me check. Should say it in the YouTube thing. Yeah, we've been going for like an hour and something. So I'm gonna end the stream here. I hope you all enjoyed it. I will now be... I'm gonna now go and end the stream here. I will be back in about 2 hours. With Crash. So, see ya.